Okay, Vlogmas for December 13th. It has been a rough day, but it's gotten a lot better, so I really should not complain. Last night, after I made my video, John was having a shower, and he said the water is freezing cold, and I'm like, let me go see if the breaker tripped, and it had, so I re-flipped it, and I'm like, I'm like, you know what? It is late. I'm just gonna have a shower in the morning when I get up, no problem. Go to have a shower this morning, cold water. So we had noticed that the hot water heater was leaking a little bit, just really like a light trickle, and yeah, it was busted. So just spent a substantial amount of money replacing the hot water heater this morning. Also, as we were walking out the door, my son, he's been doing this thing where he's tall enough now. He's taller than me now. He's probably like 5'8" or 5'9", where now he's tall enough that he can reach up and tap the top of a door frame. So he's doing it to every door frame he walks through. And he tapped it with his smoothie, his blueberry smoothie this morning. And it basically exploded and went all over his lunch kit and the ground. Luckily, it wasn't him or me. So we had to hurry up and change lunch kits, and yeah, so it was an interesting morning. I told my husband it was almost like Christmas with the Cranks. I had to laugh because it was comical, all the things that were going wrong. But so anyway, I worked from home today, so that way the repair guys could come here and change the hot water heater for us. And since I did that, I actually made my holiday spice nuts. So I can't turn you around right now, but I will show you. I will turn it around in a minute. But I wanted to come and talk about a few weeks ago when we had people in town and then we went out of town. I ate things that were off keto. I won't say I went completely off keto because I didn't, but I did have our friend Jim makes this amazing pecan pumpkin dessert that is like heavenly, which was delicious. One night after drinking, I came home and ate a piece of pizza in a drunken state. Yeah. What else? When we were at the Ren Fest, I don't know if I had anything really bad there, but like I definitely had one beignet when we brought everybody to Cafe Du Monde. So it was like little things here and there. All of my regular meals were full keto, low carb, whatever. But those bites here and there will get you. And when we were in Houston, we went out to eat at an Italian restaurant one night, and I was super excited to see that they had a pizza bowl. So it was just like pizza sauce, and you could put whatever toppings, pizza toppings you wanted in there with the cheese, and it was just like eating the top off a pizza, and it was absolutely delicious. That all being said, as those couple weeks went by, I was feeling like trash. Like, wake up and my hands were really puffy, and I did not sleep well, and I just did not, in general, feel well. And part of it, I think, was carb load. I think that's true. But I am really wondering if I have a sensitivity to nightshades. Nightshades being, certain kinds of vegetables. That's how they're classified. Peppers, tomatoes, potatoes, which I didn't have any potatoes. But, and there's eggplant, and there's a few other ones, but I didn't pay attention to them because I don't eat them, so I can't think of what they are. But I did have tomatoes and green bell peppers in that pizza bowl that I had. So, but I also have been drinking and, having a bite of this here and that there. And so it's hard for me to say that that is like one of the real culprits. So what I'm planning on doing is, especially after the holidays, after our Disney trip, is going back to true clean eating. I'm almost carnivore, but not completely. I still have things like avocado and, a little bit of salad every couple weeks or something. So I'm not full on carnivore, but I'm almost prone to do like 2 weeks of pure carnivore to get any kind of vegetable out of my system, and then introduce tomatoes and see how I feel. And then separately introduce peppers and see how I feel. And test out different vegetables just to see if I really have a sensitivity to it, or was it just a bad combination of alcohol and some bites of this and bites of that that just did not agree with me. It probably is that, but who knows? I do feel like every time I eat that kind of tomato-y something base, which is not very often, I do feel different, but then it also could be the spices in the food. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's a good reminder to like why I do what I do and to not go off track, because I did feel like crap. And you kind of forget how crappy you feel, or you don't even realize it. So before I did keto, the way I felt was the way I felt before I did keto, which I thought I felt fine until I, you know, get my system clean. And then you kind of backtrack a little bit and you're like, oh shit, like why did I, now I remember how I felt before. So don't like that feeling. Don't want to do that again. But anyway, I am going to turn you around now and show you my holiday spice nuts, and I will try to put the link to the video I did a couple of years ago on how to make these nuts. They're really, really good, and they're keto. They're made with erythritol, egg whites, and a bunch of spices, you know, like holiday spices. So it's a kind of a slow cooked time consuming process. It takes about 3 hours altogether because it's all slow cooked in the crock pot and then toasted in the oven. And then you have to let them cool for like a good 30 minutes to an hour, maybe longer. But it's worth it. They're yummy. They're nice to have out when guests come over. So, and that's what I'm doing. I did them to have out this Saturday. So let me turn you around so you can see. Here are my holiday spice nuts. Yep. So I'm getting ready to pack them up, and I'll take them and just put them out for our guests to have on Saturday.